fire, 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 fire. I don't know though for sure. Oh yeah, and this is the same thing. All right, let's hit it. Where's the interview? Okay. Oh. There it is. Okay, they're going in Discord. I'm ready. Chat, are you ready? Are you ready, chat? No. Okay, I'm ready. I'm skipping like Charlie ranting about it. I just want to see the Discord call, man.
Kind of transpired because I've been watching you for a long time, and
Oh shit!
Crazy to cross my mind, but I gotta speak my mind and speak my truth.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Okay.
I do appreciate it. Hold on. I'm leaking our DMs immediately here. That took almost 0 seconds.
Of course. Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right, we're in business.
Nice.
We're in business.
All right.
All right, so your name's
watching.
Dylan? Is that okay
Yeah.
if I call you that?
Yeah, you can call me Dylan.
All right, so why don't we just take it?
To be honest with you, Chief. Let's be completely hypothetical here, and I am not at all insinuating this would ever happen, so I'm
Okay.
going to use you
I'm
as
listening.
an example here. If I went to meet you Earl and you publicly humiliated me like that, I wouldn't be a mod after all that went down. The same thing applies to him. If I were him, I wouldn't be modding for her anymore.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I keep cycling back to the fact that maybe he's into being degraded by women, and he's getting taken advantage of, and his feelings are getting pushed around because he's into it. I don't see any other possible reason.
Take it from the top. So, how did you and Caitlyn meet and become friends?
Right. So we became business partners first, right? So
Wait, business
I
partners?
reached out to her and wanted to get her PC set up kind of right. So that's kind of like the lore is that I'm her PC sponsor. So
What the hell is that? What? Fixing her PC is a business thing? Buddy, that is some fucking cope. He paid for her PC, I guess? Okay, that's a bit of a stretch. Yeah. Why does he have cat stuff? That's not his cat stuff. He's still at her house, dum-dum. Yeah. They're still at her house. That's why he's allergic and probably sounds like shit too. He means that he bought her seeds or IT simp. Yeah, I don't know about business, but okay.
we met
Carry on.
initially 2 years ago, and I built her computer.
Okay.
And then just kind of hit it off as, friends. And then I became kind of a mod doing more behind the scenes work for content related stuff. And just kind of had a personal relationship with kind of, how tight knit with that kind of stuff kind of goes around with a content creator.
Okay, I think that makes a lot of sense. Now, how close would you say you guys are? Do you guys like talk every day? Do you guys play games together off stream? Like, what does that dynamic look like?
Yeah, so we do play games off stream together. She is like super into Valorant, and she's made me probably a way better player than just from our friendship and just having our banter and just like.
Oh, not the Valorant e-girl.
Going
tisk,
back and forth on
tisk,
stuff
tisk.
like that. So I just I've gotten better at games thanks to her and our time off stream.
Jesus
and then,
Christ, he's such a
we talk
Jesus,
pretty much every
dude.
week.
Stop,
We
it
have
hurts.
like obviously so I want to tell people that I came and visited and I'm on vacation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, let's do some streams together, right? So I know how to cook, and I know she's into cooking streams, and then that we would do like a drinking stream, right? So
I would never play Valorant.
that's just kind of.
I've installed Valorant, played for 5 minutes, and I uninstalled it and never installed it again. So you don't have to worry about that.
What happened? I was like, oh, let's make the most out of my trip because it was like super last minute, and she was like super accommodating for a last minute idea. So.
Now, when you I think all of that content idea sounds super logical, but did you discuss like you being the subject of all of the jokes? I'm using that word real loosey goosey here because in my opinion, it's less jokes and more just deep cut insults. And I know you're at her house right now, so it might be a little uncomfortable to get serious about it. But
no, I mean, I've thought about it and just like, I've been kind of shifting. I've been in a character arc development, right? So I've been taking more.
Little bro, you have no you're not character developing. You are not character developing. If 2 years ago you bought her a PC and then said it was a business investment and you're still modding for her, no, that is not a character development, man. Relax. Relax.
More
Come on.
initiative.
Is it scripted?
On being a part of her content, right? So like she does other content like dating shows and interviews, therapy, just chatting meta, right? And I have recently became like a co-host, a personality that's a regular on her chat, and the personality I like to give is like my nickname's the Dizzler, hence the rise of the Diz.
My guy, you're not the protagonist in this rom-com, you're generic classmate number 12.
Yo, Tomix, you need to call yourself the Tizzler. Tammy's the Fizzler. Caius is the Kizzler. Chaco's the Chizzler. I need to give these nicknames to all my mods. Poulter's the Pissler. Yes, Poulter, you're the Pissler. Bro, I'm Sea-Dog. No, you're not. Now you're the Kissler. Chisler, work, sass, donk, sass. Show me those fingies. The Spizzler. I can't believe he said that unironically, man.
I'm never filling out another mod application for you again now.
Well, you know what? You want to know why you'd get declined? Because your name is Punished Snake, so you'd be the Pissler, but we already have a Pissler, so... Sorry, Mr. Snake. No, I'm kidding, but seriously. I'm not a mod, you'd be the Rizzler. This can't be real!
Dizzler.
Okay,
right.
Dizzler, Rizzler,
So,
okay.
Initially, the idea was,
his name is Dilly,
if I got a kiss,
the
it'd
Dizzler.
be like hype, be W's, it's pushing that Dizzler narrative that I've been working
Call
on
me the
because I've been
Wicked.
doing
Yizzler.
co-hosting, wingmanning for guys, helping the girls that do the content we do together. And, because to talk to girls, you have to have some kind of competency and like to have the competency to teach them how to, work on the Riz, right? So like I have to have that kind of confidence to talk to them, not, back down and like, oh, I'm a Discord mod, this and that. You just say I'm a normal guy.
This is so cringe.
What's up, Caitlyn? That's just what happened.
Yeah, and I get that. That's not really like where I'm confused on the relationship or anything. But you already mentioned the kiss. Like, did you expect that kind of response when that donation goal was hit, where she'd start just like dry heaving, like she trying to throw?
Charlie's really chat standing right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, as if you were so unbelievably revolting that she had to run away, rinse out her mouth, fucking say a prayer or something for forgiveness because of kissing you. Like, there's no way that was a joke.
If he doesn't say that this was like a bit, he's coping. Like, I'll say it that this is all like a delulu in his head. This can't, if his response isn't that, then yeah, he's staring. These are the eyes of a dead man. He's dead inside, for sure.
You knew what's coming.
Alright, what's the response?
This was the content you envisioned.
Chiseler, noun. 1. A person who cheats or tricks. 2. A person who uses a chisel, as a woodcarver.
Yes, the chiseler. Yeah, he's in too deep. He's reading a script that doesn't have the answer. Yeah, maybe.
I wasn't shocked from it because we've discussed, like our friendship is like brother sister, and then if you put your
Fear me, for I am the Bizzler.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I couldn't do this to my brother, man. That is so. Who the fuck sniffs their sister's panties, man? You fucking Oh my god. As someone who is a sibling, I absolutely despise when people say like brother sister shit when you like joke like that. And they're being unironic and like serious. Yeah, people who are into cis and brocons don't have real life siblings. Yes, they don't. They don't understand how absolutely disgusting. Like, I remember someone in my school said, have you ever thought about kissing your brother? I'm like, I legitimately threw up in my mouth. I'm not even kidding. I imagined it and I was like, I actually think I'm gonna be sick. It's a physical response because that's also like a thing with your brain that you're not supposed to like do things with your siblings. You imagined it? I thought to myself, like, what would it be like to kiss my brother? And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. And I threw up in my mouth. What country was your school? The same one you live in, dumbass. As a man with 3 younger siblings, I literally just threw up. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like a gross thought. It's not funny.
mindset on like, she only kisses someone very seldomly, if at all, right?
Oh
That she
yeah,
has
for
to kiss someone
sure.
that she sees as like a little brother. And I can understand that. I wouldn't want.
But you sniffed her laundry. Okay.
To kiss my older
Little
sister
bro.
and be,
Okay.
Is that okay?
Uh-huh.
So is that the relationship you feel you have with her, a brother sister? Do you rate like everything in that stream? I watched it. You were extremely sweet and complimentary of her, like not as a sister, but as someone who's clearly more interested than that. Do you feel it's a brother sister relationship, or just the way?
Just gotta say, dude is shaking his head
My
no.
sister is 15 years younger than me, and I have to explain a lot of this stuff to her. The internet was a mistake. We should have just kept it as a global encyclopedia.
That is so true. Yeah, no, I agree, man. I can't imagine like thinking like that. I gotta read this comment though. Just gotta say, dude shaking his head no, contrary to what he's saying, displaying cognitive dissonance. Yeah, it's a common thing. It doesn't always correlate, but if he keeps doing it, then yeah. You guys remember Carta? Yes.
brother sister, because I feel like, when you mentioned something about like romantic interests, is like, if that's the case, I wouldn't be invited to her place. I wouldn't be living here in her personal space, right? So that's the agreement and our trust and friendship, to kind of keep it at that content level and just like kind of understand that, we are here to try to entertain. Now, did it achieve that goal? Kind of, sort of. But yeah, I do see her as like an older sister.
But you sniffed her panties, man. You sniffed your panties, man. Is that not... I mean, okay, hold on. I have to preface this. He sniffed her panties and they were clean, I think. That's still really fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know, man. I couldn't even pretend.
And that's just how I have to perceive it, right?
Yeah, it does not make it
Do you see why
okay.
that's kind
Yeah,
of
I
hard for me
know.
to believe? Like, you gave her a 10 out of 10 on the hotness scale. When it was asked, would you hit, you were like, yeah, I'd definitely hit. She's like, I definitely wouldn't. Or, are you two dating? No, I don't claim him. Things like that. Even though it's, with the things you said, it feels like it's not brother sister on your end. It feels more like
Charlie's
she keeps
just
you there
brutalizing
because
him.
that's how she wants it to feel. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
And that's because I'm just super in tune of like what the content we were looking to push out, right? It's just like because if I say no, I wouldn't hit. Oh, she's a 7 out of 10. Oh, that just means I'm just saying it just to say it
Okay, we're
because
coping.
if I don't mean
We're
it or
coping.
like don't think my friend is all that, then because I got to be honest with myself at some points. Like I think it's okay to make not direct compliments, but like if we're in that situation, just be honest, and it's
So then, are you happy with?
Charlie needs his own news channel on public TV cause goddamn he's more professional than most news anchors.
That would be so based, dude. That'd be so based.
This kind of content that gets made at your expense, where she's saying things like, "Oh, your hand's tinier than mine," which means, or we're the same size hands, so you have a tiny dick, or I'd rather go with my ex who emotionally abused me and traumatized me than date you for 6 months. Is that like good content to you? Like, is that a good relationship?
I would say, I'm the guest, and that's just what came out of her mouth. I can't control.
Oh my god, Charlie looked away. No, man. He looked away. He's like,
Replace Dr. Phil with Dr. Moist.
yeah, Dr. Moist would be so sick, man. I would pay to watch that. I would pay $5 a month to watch that. I'm not kidding. He's like, oh, like, did you really just do that? Oh.
But
What?
then just
Nope.
tell me, regardless of what you can control, how did that make you feel? Did that feel like content, or did that feel like, oh, that didn't feel good at all to hear you say those things? You care about her. Even if it's a brother-sister dynamic that you're saying, you clearly
Right.
care about her. And for her to say something like that and meaner throughout the stream, did that feel like content, or did it feel like she was taking these extremely rude...
She's using him for clout. Argue all you want that you did this for her for like as a friend thing, or that he's trying to like platform her. You are getting used, man. You're getting used like a fucking toilet paper roll, man. So bad, man. He might like it. I've argued this as well. I absolutely agree. There are people who like getting degraded, and he's just maybe he's a little bit in denial, but I don't know.
jabs
Can't
at you.
say. Can't say.
I just didn't take it personally because I just feel like, like we both had to reassure each other, whatever had been said or what, like I could have dished out more. I could have been like, I'm way better than your ex. What the fuck are you trying to say?
See,
right?
and that's where I'm even more confused, because you
Right.
and Caitlyn keep saying it's banter. Banter is an exchange. This was
Yes.
a one-handed fucking wallop here, where all she was doing was insulting you. Throughout the stream, you made one slight joke about her and kind of got uncomfortable and backpedaled it. That's not banter. This was you being there for her to just spit.
If he backpedaled, that means that he was scared of offending her, and that means that he's... It's like basic psychology. Like you're like, ooh, I'm too scared, baby. Like if I take it too far, then she might not like it too much, and I lose my shot. He's her bitch. I mean, kinda, yeah. You hear that, mods? You're my bitch. Better get some wholesome animal adoption videos after this. Honestly, yeah, we'll watch some wholesome stuff. Fuck off, based.
Spit on, like,
What
a
shot
trash can,
exactly?
basically.
Right.
Like that.
Um,
And if we're going the content route, wouldn't you want to be the Dizzler who's like, no, I'm actually way above her, or like when she's going in for the kiss, you stand up and you walk away. That would be more content
That would be
brained
funny.
than what happened here, which is why I feel like this doesn't really add up.
Right. And, I think everyone was kind of seeing me struggle with my cat allergy thing, right? So I just was already trying to hold it together and just like trying not to fuck it up even more, already as fucked as it, right? Because like if people who know me as my personality as the Dizzler, right? There are times where like she'll have me
Oh god, I'm gonna die of cringe. The Dizzler, man. Yeah, Dizzle this.
come on and talk, and I'll be like, so when are you coming over and we're gonna do it? I'm like, nah, I'm good, because like, I'm talking to, whatever, right? Because part of helping her with her content, I have to talk to a lot of women, and I joke about like, no, don't
The
worry,
Dizzler.
don't worry
His name
about me,
is
you already done enough
Dilly.
for me, or whatever, right? So
With
it's
some
just
cope.
like there's moments where like she'll throw it out there, and then it's up to me to like take that content or like mold it to what I want it to be. It's just that day is an extreme version of pushing it on this is a Discord mod, this is a Twitch mod. He's in my fucking house, and I have to kiss him. That's
Watching Charlie's response, like his facial features are so funny to me. I'm listening, right, and I'm watching Charlie's response, and he's like grimacing, like very softly, and it's so obvious. He's like, dude, like, what? Like, this is some fucking cope, man.
that was the.
But why do you settle for that? Like, why be that guy? You're not a bad looking guy. You're not a
Yeah,
weird guy
I
too.
don't
Like
get
you
it.
break the mold of like that stereotypical creepy weirdo mod who's gonna be like snorting panties out the wazoo or whatever. Why
Right.
settle for
Humiliation,
being that
man.
to her?
It's just, I think it just comes down to what I've done beforehand to get to this point. And it's just, I had recently gotten out of a 5-year relationship, right?
Okay.
And I decided to take this trip. And
Hold up. Dial it back. If he got out of a relationship recently, a 5-year relationship, that means 2 years ago he bought her a PC. I don't. Man, if I was with a guy and I found out that he bought a PC for another woman and then blew it off as like a business investment, I don't know, man. I'm not buying it. It's either he's lying about the relationship or he was being weird. Was it buy or build though? I wasn't quite clear on it. I think he said build and buy. Like he did her IT support and shit. He's rebound simping. Yeah. I'm just speculating, man. It doesn't track what he said earlier. Build is for sure. Yeah. That's still, I mean, I don't know. I've had help building shit, but they never came over to my house. Yeah. BRB buying all my hoes a PC so they all get paranoid.
just kind of like use it as soul searching. And a part of that is I'm still going to have some tendencies that I left behind or carry with me, right?
Sure.
So I'm just the guy to take it all in and burden it. And that's just something I've been working on.
Wait, you're soul searching in a Twitch stream? Damn, that's strong.
But even the way you're describing it,
strong.
burdening it, but why? Why do that? Like, you're not a weirdo. You don't need to be taking this burden from her saying these extremely disrespectful things to your face and having her chat dogpile you for being a mod in my house, red alert, oh my god, I have to kiss.
Honestly, this guy has probably never taken the time to self-reflect on everything going on and is just a puppy following owner.
I just don't think he has a lot of confidence in his life. He needs to just take a step back from the internet, Twitch, everything, and just go get a job or something. I don't know, like a real one or something. Like backbreaking work. See what it's actually like. Rather than modding for some bitch who's like disrespecting the fuck out of him. Like, I don't know. If we buy a smuggle on a PC, will she degrade us? No, like, I'm just not that kind of person, man. I'll banter, but damn. Some people go soul searching in the mountains of Asia. Some people go soul searching in the safari in Africa. Some people go soul searching in online communities and fall further into degeneracy. That is a whole nother thing, by the way. That is so true.
This guy, you're not a 6 out of 10. I would have said that. Like, why take that? You don't. That's not a healthy relationship. Like, I don't know how she treats you off stream. If she's extremely sweet to you when the cameras aren't on, and then she treats you like this when the cameras are on, I mean, she's fake, and she is embarrassed of you, and that's, again, not healthy. I talked about this right before you joined. It's kind of like, I feel like a lot of people can relate to this. Kids, they'll have like a friend group, and there's usually like someone in that friend group that is just a punching bag. It's not really a friend, and that person doesn't feel like they really belong there, but they also don't want to leave because it's still that group. So
oh my god, Charlie's trying to lead a horse to water, and this guy's gonna pivot it back. Just watch. I can tell already. He's thinking about what Charlie's saying, and Charlie's trying to say, hey, maybe you should stop being friends with her, and he's gonna try and dial it back and be like, no, she's actually my friend. No, for real.
Just take it, and it's not good. It doesn't feel good. And that's what all of this seemed like to me. It doesn't seem content brain, because if it was all like, the Dizzler's marching through, we better hide your bitch, the satin panty's gonna be flying out the door, Dizzler's here, I feel like you would have turned down the kiss. You would have said, actually, you're a 6 out of 10. That would have been you laying into that persona. And if she was playing along with it for content, she'd be like,
goes
oh no,
both
he's
ways.
not gonna fuck me, but when we go to this club, damn, it's about to get wild out there, it's gonna pop. But none of that happened. It felt more like she used you to just insult perpetually, to bring you down, to put up this,
Good night,
I don't want to
Earl.
use the word facade because I don't know the word, but to put up this whole barrier like, this guy doesn't have a chance, let's laugh at him. And that's not good. Like, no one deserves that kind of treatment.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you how it's a formula, right? This is what it boils down to in her personality, right?
Oh my god, he's trying to lead. Moist is kind of like the prophet, man. He's just trying to lead this poor guy. Stop saying personality, dude. It is such copium. Such copium. No, it's just her personality. It's
So,
just still.
The reason why I agreed to do some of the things that happened is because I separate the person from the streamer, the content creator from the person.
I was totally fine with all of this until I heard Dizzler. Seems
What's
like
wrong
he
with
is
Dizzler,
just
man?
totally out of touch with reality. React is one thing, I personally think this interview is just as bad as what she did. Charlie is just putting him down for content too. If you really want to lead, do it off stream.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Yeah, they're doing this for content. It's just that he could have done this off stream. They also could have apologized on stream. She has a personality. Well, apparently this guy thinks so. I don't know.
friends with the person, and whatever it is, like for example, right? It could have been a super hot guy, and he could have had some kind of ick, like play, I don't know, Rocket League, or he plays League of Legends, but he's like amazing, everything. She's like, ew, you play League of Legends? Like, I don't know if this will work.
League of Legends,
Or,
chat.
you know, just like make witty comments about something she might not like, just because it's contrary. It is, you know, not controversial, but it can.
I have to also preface this. I'm pretty sure Charlie did ask if you want to do this on stream or off stream.
He's justifying way too hard, a sign he knows it wasn't right but he isn't willing to admit it to himself.
If you go back and look at the DMs that he leaked, and if you watch the 10 minutes, probably somewhere in there, he's probably trying to figure out if he wants to do this on stream or off stream. Obviously, the best option is off stream, but I also think they're trying to backpedal. Like, he's trying to save Caitlyn's face. No, don't rewind. No, I'm not. I'm just showing that there is like see that screenshot or the little preview? Yeah. They did try to say, hey, do you want to talk on stream or off stream? Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's doing this on stream because he wants his waifu, his queen, to be vindicated and to try and speak more plainly. Yeah. Half of this. No, we don't. It's half an hour.
Can be
Damage
It's
control,
opposing, right?
absolutely.
So, for it could have been anybody, right? She might, and it just happened to be me. It's not the first time she's kissed somebody on stream, right?
Okay.
Or like do content and it's controversial. So it just happened to be my turn, and I kind of understand the things and not the science, but like just understand. I have to set my feelings aside and just understand if I'm gonna do content that it's what it strictly is.
It doesn't have.
Okay, hold on. Notice how after this interview there was a video of him sniffing, being a creep and sniffing her panties? Yeah, that's like the weirdest thing as well, because this was posted an hour ago and this interview happened 4 hours ago, or even longer than that, because it might have been just like taken and uploaded. Like, it's so weird. Yeah. It's strange, isn't it?
But it doesn't have to be that way. But
Right.
you mentioned something that I want to point out. I went through
Okay.
and watched how she interacts with other friends of hers in the space, like Hassan and everyone like that. Why doesn't
Wait, you're friends with Hassan? Oh, jeez.
she treat them the same way she treated you? What's the deal with that then?
Because
How
Hassan
come
is
she's
a
able to do other
gag
content with other guys that
Chad.
aren't her perpetually insulting them the entire time?
XD.
But you, the only content she does with you is to make you the punching bag. Why?
Okay,
She seems
so,
like a clout chaser to me,
like, she's
guys. I'm
like,
not
for
gonna
Hassan
lie.
example, right? She went over and just kind of say the reality was like we just did a stream together. He was a nice guy.
You're a nice guy.
Yeah, but she was also honest saying like I'm not super into that kind of content of political, right? But she appreciated the offer, right?
Okay.
So she will be real and separate herself for a moment and just say this is what happened.
Would she do this to her other mods? That's a good question. Would she do it to other mods? I kinda doubt it.
Yada yada yada, right? This is not
I don't
like,
have proof though.
I don't know. It's just it's hard to kind of like, it's just like when you're on someone's team, right? And you don't want to mess up that dynamic, right? You're understanding that we're all playing parts on a team, right? And yeah, my role on that team is kind of fucked up, but some people are built that kind of way to be like put that stress on my shoulders and just like, because they care about people.
Why are you subjecting yourself to this? You're not a messiah. You're not a martyr. Why? Mamma mia! Why? Why? I don't get it. And then Charlie's about to open his mouth to just.
And that's just how I felt
And it's,
going into it.
and it's one-sided. Do you think she
one-sided,
cares about you?
absolutely.
Yeah, genuinely. Like when I went through my breakup, she set me up to have a dating show. Like,
That's using you
love
for
it.
content again, though. That's not.
Oh my god! She set me up for a dating show on my stream after I broke up with my 5-year relationship. While I bought her PC too, or I helped her build a PC. Holy shit, man. That is some copium. She made a dating show for me on stream. Charlie's just tearing through these excuses. I can't imagine being this delulu.
Looking out for you. That's still using you for content, and this is at your weakest moment. You're most vulnerable. You've just gone through
Yeah,
a
you
traumatic
broke
experience, and
up.
she's immediately turning you into content.
I could have told her no. I could have said, let me
Yeah,
wait.
but it's
you
not your fault.
did.
I'm not putting any blame on your shoulders. Like, it's an opportunity. You're low right now because of this breakup, and now you have this girl who's like, hey, I've got a bunch of girls I can put you with if you do it on my stream. It's immediately turning you into content. That makes me feel even worse about this relationship.
Yeah,
Because after you've gone through something, she
exactly.
immediately uses you for content.
Okay. I mean, but to be fair, I mean, like, if she's just using me, why am I staying at her place? Why didn't I just get an Airbnb or a hotel?
It adds to the content, having you there and keeping you around to constantly belittle and make it clear to her community, like, hey, this guy doesn't have a chance, let's keep joking about it. It's all part of that same content cycle. Like, you are playing this role, which you have talked about, taking this burden, which you don't need to do. You're above that. And she is using this because it is part of the joke. Like,
maybe he got bullied in high school or something. Is he finally getting through? I don't think so. Maybe we'll get through it in 20 minutes, but damn, this is strong. This is powerful copium. Yeah, staying with her. Like, I just don't get it, man. I thought he was a business partner. Couldn't he recognize her capitalizing on an investment? That's what I'm saying. Like, again, he's the punching bag. You don't break a bond like this one in conversation. Yeah, you're right. You just... Again, I think they're trying to save face, and I think... God, Caitlyn is so low IQ. It hurts.
Charlie really giving him the man-to-man talk.
Like, yes, this is content for Charlie, but I genuinely think he cares about him to some degree, and like, not in a, maybe in the parasocial way, but like, I feel like he's trying to get through to him, because there are people in this world that are just not, they are just like him, and they just don't see that what's happening to them is like borderline, like, actual abuse. I don't know, man.
She is just farming this whole...
Farming you, yeah, like a cow.
Stigma
milking
of
you.
being a Twitch mod. He's not gonna ever fuck me, but he can stay here and we're gonna get content out of it by any means necessary. Here's an hour and 25 minutes of me shooting down everything he wants to do, everything he says, every advance, and make it clear I am disgusted by his presence. Now, if it's a role you want to play, I'm not gonna tell you you're a bad guy for it. I just want you to realize it's not healthy. This isn't a real friendship dynamic at all. Again, if she's like really sweet to you off stream and treats you like this publicly, then she is two-faced.
Okay, we're getting through to him, maybe.
Actually, a friend to you. And what you just said about how when you went through a...
We don't know them IRL, but can only make us parasocial assumptions. But he just explained what his thought... He explained word for word. Excuse me. Fucking blowhole blast is coming out. He said that he views her as an older sister. This is not an act. This is him telling Charlie, this is how I view her, and this is how she treats me. Yeah, it's not... It's not an assumption anymore. We're watching the interview where he's trying to be, like, blatant.
A very bad breakup, she immediately put you on a dating show. Makes me feel like she is constantly just using you as this source for content to laugh at and have her chat laugh at. Because I haven't seen her interact with anybody else this way. I watched her interact with other people in the community. I've seen her do this to a couple other guys on her stream, but that's the same role that they play that you do, where she just belittles them and insults them, which is still a bad thing, but you get it much worse because you are someone that genuinely seems to care about her. And I think that is so fucked up. You keep saying that it's just banter and jokes, but it's one-sided. She is the only
goes
one
both
doing
ways,
that.
man.
I again, in that stream, you said one thing and it made you uncomfortable. It is sad. That is the only point I'm making. You, again, are not a bad-looking guy. You are not in bad shape. You are not creepy. You are not weird. You don't have to play this role for her. You don't have to be stuck being the weirdo Twitch mod who grosses her out so much she goes and fucking hawks in the bathroom and yaks, right? It's ridiculous. It's just mean.
Is he paid for this? No.
And if it's I know she claimed that it's all like an act and all that. It's the worst act of all time. Like, she is playing the bully. As Cinna said, there is no way she should expect people to think of her as anything more than a bully. Because that's all she's showing. And you are the only one that gets it this bad.
I mean, we're both getting it in some shape or form, right? Because we both agreed to have this kind of content idea put out there. I agreed to it. And there are times where I say I will be that role because, you know, I want to get more into that content.
No, he's not getting paid.
Does it make you happy? When she is saying these things to your face, when she is saying, you're not good looking, you're not getting laid, I will never hit, I don't claim this. All
Oh my god. Oh my god, man. I almost don't want to know the next part, man. He talks about like he signed a contract for these streams. That's the sad part. He's acting like he's her manager and he's making content for her so that she can get more clout. But he's getting used. Oh man, I feel bad for him, dude.
of those things doesn't make you happy.
I mean, obviously, it's not going to make anybody happy if you hear that.
Oh my god.
Stuff, right? But at the same time, you know, it's just like if you're real with yourself and you understand where you are or where I am. I understand where I am at right now in my life and like where I want things to go. Is just I have to set my emotions aside when I hear things like that.
God.
And that's I've just been used to that kind of stuff.
This is not scripted, by the way. People don't say this kind of thing. This isn't scripted. She wouldn't even make him say this as a script. If there was a gun to his head and she said, you have to read the script and only this script, this is from his heart, man. Holy.
What kind of shit I decided
be yourself, set emotions aside. Yeah, totally.
On the, you know, like what's the difference from like, you know, like I guess the difference of like for like content, right? Like me and you, right? I'm trying to put that out there that hey, I'm a grown man. I take responsibility for you know understanding what I was gonna sign up for, right? So
his script is on the left monitor and she's standing behind the desk on his right side. Him calling it now.
But he's I mean, unless this is some sort of 4D chess move that I can't understand, because I'm not so low IQ that I can't degrade myself or like... Oh my god, like my head's actually exploding. Even if this is a script, that's cope because he's making her look bad inadvertently. Yes, 1D chess. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so... Delulu that it can't be scripted because it's making her look bad. If you were writing a script, you'd make yourself look good. He would, if I was her and this was my situation and I wrote him a script for like to tell Charlie, I would say this is a bit. I am perfectly fine. I have a girlfriend. I would like make him lie through his teeth and like continue the charade. But he's actually being truthful. That's what hurts. Like, it is emotional and manipulation.
We're both playing two sides of the coin here right now, right? We're both getting... There's content from one side, and you're getting content from this as well.
NTR
It's very different, though. Like,
Jesus, David, I feel so sad.
We keep talking about content. Again, at the very beginning, the content you pitched is different than the content that came out. You pitched doing cooking or drinking, all that.
Sure.
That wasn't the content. The content was her making fun of you. That doesn't sound like what you wanted to do. I don't think you told her, I want you to insult the fuck out of me for over an hour. Like, that's not the content that I think you wanted to sign up for. I think that is the content that was sprung upon you, and you feel as though you have to take it. Because you keep saying that it's your decision.
Jesus, how many gummies has he gone through? I'm sorry, I know this is like a tism thing for me. I think he's ate like 6 candies or 7 candies throughout like the last 20 minutes. And it's like, damn,
you're an adult,
stress eating. Yeah, I know.
Of course you can.
It's bugging me.
Why? You just said it doesn't make you happy when she says those things. So what's the point? You don't
He's
need
chewing
that
the coal, yeah.
to have a career. And I don't think you should want that to be your legacy or career either. Like being Caitlyn's punching bag.
I've been told to be a doctor. So that's why I don't, you know, have that as like...
Why? You want to be a doctor, but you're in some, pardon my French, some dumb bitch's stream on the internet. I have a friend who is a lawyer. He stopped playing video games and interacting with everyone for like 2-3 years straight. I am not kidding. He didn't have the time to dedicate to this freaking bullshit. Yeah, the Dr. Dizzler. Yeah, Dr. Dizzler is in.
The craziest thing on my mind right now, but
little bro.
You know, I wanted to talk to people and just understand that when you have a love, and that's just me in my fucked up ways, right?
Oh
Saying
my
the
lord,
content
please
she
don't.
does is entertaining enough for me to support it and be a part of a cast of people that agree and that there's some benefits,
I'm gonna
even
let
if
him
it
cook.
does
Hold
not
on.
paint me out in the most. I'm the Giga Chad. I'm the winner out of the situation, which, I could have done a better job defending myself. That's where I messed up in my character. That's where I messed up in my judgment, and didn't really think of the consequences of said things. So I take responsibility of that, right? Because like right now, like I'm telling you how I really genuinely feel. Like,
Again, I don't think this is scripted. This is him talking from his perspective. He's fumbling way too much to like. Oh.
Yeah,
and
and you've told me that you don't like the way it makes you feel. Do you think a friend would keep pushing that
He's-
role on you knowing it doesn't make you feel good? Do you think
I
a
just-
good friend would do that?
I think
Yeah, it's a character. No,
friends
it's just him.
who-
Yeah.
Like, because I've just had tough love from people in my life in general, right? And it's just like, I come to, I wouldn't say nurture, but like just kind of understand that, not everyone's gonna communicate the way that you think everyone deserves, right? And
What the frick are you
yeah,
waffling
like
about?
if I was a scared Discord mod that a lot of people think or seeing, right? That why would I come and talk and like, not instead of just enjoying seed in the pity.
Because you
Right,
love her, you fool.
I'd rather just be honest and just say how I feel, because like, I've already been in the eye of the public. I at least
Sir.
want to say what I want to say.
No, again, like I said, you are definitely not what most people picture when they think of a Twitch mod, but this is not a good dynamic you found yourself in here, and I'm just trying to understand why, and hoping that you can recognize that the way you're being treated is really fucked up. You, even during this, just now, you started taking blame. You've done nothing wrong. You said you could have defended yourself better or this and that. You didn't do anything wrong. You were actually
Stockholm
just
syndrome.
taking bullets like you're protecting the president for her. Again, this was all her idea. Your content you pitched was cooked.
Yeah, he did say like, "Oh, I should have taken the Giga Chat stance, and like, it would have been funnier." It's like, no, just have her not treat you like shit. Oh my god,
and hanging out and drinking.
no.
The content became, let me insult you. And yet,
Well-
you're the one apologizing.
Because the content that I pitched is the formula. I'm just pitching the formula. The recipe we already have a set in place that hasn't blown up out of this proportion. So it's just like, yeah, if you don't like this kind of content, don't watch it, right? Don't, but don't send, death threats and all this kind of
Oh,
stuff.
of course, no one supports that. Absolutely, yeah.
And I feel bad, and there's crazy stuff going on behind the scenes, and we're trying to get through that. So it's I just want to say that
She's telling him to
do whatever makes you
stop,
happy.
stop.
But like,
Imagine.
just understand that there's always more than what there appears to be. Like, so I joke about having a degrading kink, right? Because I go through kind of this shit like this.
Just say you have it, man. At this point in the internet, you're allowed to have like the most grossest fetish. Like, degradation and humiliation is not even like in the top 5 most disgusting things you can like be into. It's not a joke, man. It is not a joke. At this point, it is not, man. Just say it. People wouldn't be so upset at this chick.
This dude should be a politician. He's saying a whole lot of nothing at this point.
Oh, mamma mia.
And I kind of
Yeah, never go full mod, guys.
Maybe I do. Or whatever, right?
See,
So
and like I said, if you had come out here and said, you know what, I actually just have a humiliation fetish. I enjoy being insulted like this.
Oh, there we go.
I'd be like,
Charlie's
hey,
just saying what I
bygones
am.
be bygones, Godspeed, brother. But you've already said multiple times, it's a burden, It doesn't make you feel good. It wouldn't make anybody feel good.
Oh my
It doesn't make
God.
you happy to hear her say those things. So then why stay and keep letting her do that? Like, I know you view her as a friend, but it doesn't seem she views you that way. She wouldn't keep pushing this upon you if she viewed you as someone that she actually respects.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
We've
can't
just
help it, man.
reassured each other as friends that we appreciate what we've done each other.
She's not your friend, man. Oh, I'm tired, Chad. I'm tired.
Work wise, like for the amount of work I've put in for her, and just
Thanks for doing my
understand
mod
that, okay,
jobs.
because I've asked, I was like, do you actually appreciate what I do and help out? And she's like, yes, 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 and yes. I've been reassured numerous times that what I volunteer to do is appreciated. And
You said volunteer. Do you get paid for the work you do? Does she
Oh my
pay you? Like
God.
you obviously
doesn't
put
get
yourself on
paid.
this
I
team.
knew
Do you
it.
get compensated for all the work that you've done to help grow her brand by being this role?
I just get, the
Um,
benefits of, for like my small streaming career, and the revenue that comes from my business that I am solely, the owner of. And so she's helped promote my business in a way and help me connect to bigger and better things.
Oh
So,
this is some
me
copium.
at Bubble Tea Builds, right? I build PCs for streamers that, I want to support and help grow.
So he built a PC for her when he was with a girlfriend of 5 years. They broke up recently, and yeah. Okay. I understand. But he basically built her a PC.
Because she has that kind of same mindset too, to help get smaller people and get them built the way up, put them on a platform and showcase their personalities. And that's another side of the content that I help out with is, we both want to help out streamers and get them some better exposure, right?
Being paid in exposure is a totally different can of worms, but I guess just to stay in here for just a minute, does she give you, on her platform, does she give you the time of day to talk about all the cool things you're doing? Because she certainly hasn't so far from what I've been watching.
Oh my
I didn't know
God.
you even really streamed.
I
didn't know
didn't.
you had a career outside of being a Twitch mod for her that she roasts. I didn't know that. Does she actively promote you at all?
Yeah, so when I appear on as my character, or like when I talk about
my character,
like when I'm doing other things, like I'm dating other girls, right? And I'm just like, someone's like, oh, I'm a business owner, I'm in school to be a dentist. That's part, and so she lets me showcase a side of me that no
Guys, if you're becoming a doctor or a lawyer, don't just disconnect yourself from the internet and just focus on like having the education. Don't try to juggle this. I want to be a Discord mod, or I want to be I just can't, man. I can't deal with it. I have a friend who successfully became a lawyer. They basically like quit playing all their games and disconnected from everyone for like a good 2.5 years to 3 years because they were focusing on becoming a freaking lawyer. They passed their bar exam. Like, and you want to be a dentist? Little man, bro, relax. Don't be a dentist.
one would usually see, because the mod
The internet is too much drama,
connotation, right?
man.
So that's the arc that I've been working towards in this small aspect of my streaming career. So this is what people who do watch me
Streaming
know
career. God,
that I have some confidence backed up in there somewhere. Not, So it's just like that day, I had a lot going on personally that I can't really share. And then just on top of being out, allergic, it's just, I'm just like, I just want to get through this, and just like whatever happens, right? So like if I had the chance to do it over again, it would look different.
I love that Charlie is letting him talk a lot too.
Whatever. But at the same time, it's like my friendship with her, it kind of outweighs my wants and needs of like streaming content, business, all that, because I care about her as a person, and she does for me as well. Because if I wasn't up for it, we wouldn't have done it. She was said, all right, that's cool, we don't have to do it at all, because we've talked about it of not doing it. because of things, right? So, promise that because I had a lot going on personally before I even agreed.
You
and
clearly
signed up to
don't,
do
though.
Dev Stream or
You
like
clearly
stream corporate,
don't.
right? So
Yeah, don't let her
that's
outweigh your own dreams.
the
That's
relationship
what's,
that
that's the
I've
sad
built
part.
with her, and that's I
He's putting his dentist studying career or whatever above, I mean, below streaming and clouds.
When I got certified for my flight EMT exam, I basically told my guild to bench me until I come back. I missed 2 full raid tiers, but I passed.
That's what I'm saying. You can't juggle like this whole internet persona, and then also I don't know how close they live together, but I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that it's easy to juggle, like going to her house, doing this bit, going back to his house, studying, building PCs that nobody freaking knew about it up until this freaking point.
I want people to understand that this is not like a one-sided thing. But people are going to perceive it however they want to perceive it.
Yeah, again, at the end of the day,
I'm
the way
tired,
you
boss.
describe this role that she puts you in is not a role that makes you happy, though. Like, I understand that you view each other as friends. Can you give me the example you gave of like how she cares about you as a person? Immediately rubbed me the wrong way about you go through a breakup and she puts you on her stream for dating. That's milking you for content. Is there anything else she's done to show that she cares about you?
Okay. Well, to be fair, there was a long period of time where I didn't come on, like years worth of time where I didn't want to come on for content. So I volunteer. I say, hey, I'm ready to do this. This is what Dylan wants to do. This is what Dr. Dilly wants to do, right? So she's just given me a platform to showcase what I want to showcase to people.
Dr. Dilly!
And she's done that for other content creators as well, and they've gone off and done great things.
Please,
and I wish I could shout them out, but just know that I've been
I'm
working
crying,
with some of these people.
dude.
And just know that
I'm sobbing.
I've been
Tears are
very
running down my
grateful,
face.
Very happy. I'm very happy to be in the position I am in right now and just see people grow. And for me, this is going to be a huge moment for me to understand.
I'm happy to sacrifice my dignity, my happiness so that she can thrive. My bro, she's not gonna marry you, man. Oh my god, man.
Understand where
This
I'm at,
is insane.
growth-wise, and I just wanted to know, like, yeah, that's just I am passionate about this side of things. Like, yeah, it looked like I was miserable. Yeah, it's just what happens sometimes. You know, you when you're in your weakest,
it just happens. Yeah,
it pours. Right.
You're right.
And I hope to understand that, like, when I got done with that, I was okay. I was great. I was happy. I was ready to go out, have fun, and be a normal person again. And I was a normal person then. So
yeah,
it's just
normal.
the consistent, you know, it's just like that narrative.
I'm not
out there
normal.
that,
I'm not gonna say
am
I'm
I
normal.
Did I really fuck up and do this? No. It's just I didn't force myself. I agreed that I wanted. This is what I wanted because I told her, let's do it. She didn't necessarily was like, if you don't want to do it, great. So
Again, you didn't tell her to come on and insult you, though. It's a different thing. But regardless,
that's just what the content I already love to know. That's just like, it's normal for me to hear that kind of
Oh
stuff.
my fucking god.
and that's
breaks the problem, right?
That breaks
Yeah.
my heart to hear. What?
That breaks my
Why are
heart
you
to
the one that
hear.
gets it the worst? Then you're so intertwined with her brand and growing it.
I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say it's because she trusts me. That's what he's gonna say. He's gonna say she views me as a really close friend. Something along those lines. Just wait, let him cook.
Why do you get her ire the worst? Even if it's just for content, why does she?
Yeah, with
pick
banter
you
relationship,
to put
yeah.
down more than anybody else I have ever seen her interact with.
I'm ready.
I mean, it's just I've seen different sides of it, and I just thought
Or he dodges a
what
question.
she said isn't new content. It's been rewashed jokes that have been discussed before.
Oh.
Like, it's just like, it is not something new to me, right?
He's dodging.
Like, it's if you already kind of come to know what to expect, then you kind of understand that's what may or may not happen, right? If it does,
So he's okay with it because it's happened before, and that it's just gonna. This is gonna keep happening. Oh my lord, man.
it does,
okay.
it doesn't, right? So
He's dodging
for
and
me, it's
weaving for
just like,
sure.
we have this formula. This is how we do things. This is how we operate. This is how the content machine we had put out there, and then that's just what was seen by the general public. So
Okay. Well,
it is what it is at this point.
we
Charlie
don't
just
have to
shaking his head.
keep going around in circles here. I guess just one last thing that I want to know. Do you think she did anything wrong?
Nope. Really thinking about that one.
Let's see.
He's smiling.
It's a tough question to answer because obviously I want to stand by my friend, right? So I mean, it's tough because it's the truth. Like, I would have to say, I'd say no because
Oh my
I'm not forcing
god.
myself to say no. It's just
Oh my god, I'm gonna piss myself laughing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Charlie immediately puts his hand to his head and then he brushes his hair away because he doesn't want to face palm in his face, man. I'm actually gonna pee myself laughing. This is so
Because
sad, man.
if I didn't really want to do it, I wouldn't have done it. And if I was really, really like not invested into
Let him cook.
the process and like what we've been doing,
I'm
I
tired.
would have never came here to begin with because I knew, because most people were like, because I kind of understand bullshit and just understand that if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it, or like if I don't want like be put in a very uncomfortable situation,
He's
won't.
putting the blame on himself
like,
again.
If I wouldn't talk to you if I was not okay with it.
He's putting the blame on himself again.
I'd have to say no and just understand that.
So you think everything she said to you was just okay, fine content, even though it hurt you, which you said, you still think that that's totally okay for a friend to do in front of everyone in your community and tell all your embarrassing moments and insult you for everything she believes is weak about you? That's the green light?
This guy was beaten bad, and made fun of in high school. I ain't no doctor, but I would bet a kidney that he was one of those kids on the spectrum that other kids just went ham on.
I don't think he's on the spectrum. That's incorrect. No, I disagree. He's not on the spectrum. He's well spoken enough and he's articulating his thoughts and emotions and trying to justify emotions and reactions to the point where he's defending her and trying to excuse what she did, even though he admits what she did was wrong. Yeah. I don't think he's on the spectrum. I think he just really, really loves her or something along those lines, and he needs to climb out of it and just I don't know, like I don't even know. I don't think we can save him, man. Charlie's really trying. I think we just have to leave it alone, man. I feel bad for him. She's a piece of work, and she's just gonna keep doing what she does.
I agree to it.
But you did, again, the content.
She asked if it was okay, and I said yes.
She asked if it was okay to say that
a battered and bruised
rather
victim.
be emotionally abused and traumatized by my ex than date you. She ran that pre-wash joke by you?
No, but I mean, I just, obviously it's like it's a joke.
Charlie really
is it a joke? No,
him.
but I understand that if you're gonna try to, like, you're a comedian, right? Like, not all their jokes are gonna land and stick.
None of the jokes landed, though. That's the sad part.
We're doing what, an 1,800 view quick stream with no real plan behind it. It's just
the plan was to insult you. It seems that was the whole plan for the entire
Dr.
time.
Charlie doing
then
work, man.
Till she was drunk enough to kiss you from the donation goal, and then to the time you went to the club.
Okay.
That seems like a plan that I don't think you probably envisioned for how that stream would go.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like with the stream, we were already winging, like, just from the jump. And it's
Okay,
just like, yeah, we
we're
planned some things like,
winning.
hey, let's talk about how
We're winning we're winging a stream, but we're gonna shit all over him and.
I would talk
Okay,
to a girl at the
man.
club.
Okay.
Or, I think you missed the part where, like, we're so comfortable with each other that I would agree for her to take a shot out of my belly button or something stupid like that, right? So it's just like, I already was signing up for something that could be really chaotic and just live in that kind of chaos. And, it's just, yeah, for someone who can't handle something like that, that will ruin them. I'm just not going to let it ruin me.
He sounds like an abuse victim. I genuinely, I hope to God, I pray out that there's an entity that can just show him the light. There needs to be he needs to have a prophetic dream where it just knocks the wind out of him while he's in bed. He's already ruined. No, man, you gotta hope, man. You gotta pray for humanity or something. I don't know. It's so bad. He keeps blaming himself. Genuinely, if hold up, if you put a woman in the position of the man, if the roles were reversed, the gender roles, people would be fucking telling her to call the police. Well, telling him to call the police, as in if he was a female. I'm not kidding. This is the textbook Stockholm fucking syndrome. Yeah, everyone would be crying abuse because it is. It's so sad.
Yeah, I hope you understand that, Charlie.
I'll be honest, I don't. Being fully transparent, I don't get why you put
I've been
yourself
holding
in this
in pee for
position.
20
You're
minutes.
much better than this. I don't think you have to be this platoon that she spits in and lets her community do the same. I don't know why you let her treat you that way publicly. It doesn't seem like a healthy friendship, the way she milks you for content, even after you got out of a 5-year relationship that clearly still didn't have a big effect on you at the time.
Knuckles that hurt.
I don't see this as a good friendship, but I'm not your dad. I'm not your dad. My voice is cracking, but I actually am just kind of sad to hear this perspective because it sucks, being fully honest. You don't deserve to be treated that way. No one does. But if it's the role that you're happy with, if you believe that the exposure she pays you in is worth your business guidance and all of that.
Yeah, what exposure?
Like to keep playing.
You really think there's a by the way, this is the biggest copium of all. Do not befriend female streamers thinking that there's going to be some sort of crossover with your audience. If you're a male streamer, it does not fucking happen. It literally does not. Men watch girls because they're cute. If Asmongold rated me, it would be the reverse, obviously, because I'm a fucking cute anime girl and whatnot, right? It's the inverse for females versus males. It's just so stupid. That is the biggest copium of this whole thing. He's trying to be oh, I'm business savvy, blah, 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 blah.
The jester for her to joke about and laugh at for, however long.
Yeah, it's good for my streaming career.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say I get it, because I really do not. It just seems very toxic.
I don't get it, man.
And it seems like she has got you completely hooked on a fantasy. I don't believe she is a good friend to you. From everything you told me.
I mean, that's just for me to deal with and process. Because
I get that. Yeah, that is your cross to bear, as they say. I just wanted to try and understand, and I'm walking away with even less of an understanding, if I'm being honest. And it's not your fault. You took blame for how this stream went when you've done nothing wrong, and it's just sad, is all. And I'd like better for you and anyone else in your position.
I don't know. I just know that.
And there are men in his position.
As hard as that sounds, that there is something positive to take from this, right? For those who are interested, and obviously, with streaming and content, there's it just goes hand in hand. What are you okay with, or where people are okay with to do? And it's just, I just happen to be on that side that's a little bit not. I don't know. I would say risque. That's just how I want to describe it. And
You're into degradation.
I appreciate
Okay,
the
that's
time for you to
fine.
come
But
talk to me
but
and
shit.
just try
of
to
course, man.
understand. And you know, it's been a lot, but I just I appreciate it. You know, and I wish you
My
well,
mods are
as-
not
as everything.
abused. I
Yeah,
love
you as
my
well, man.
mods.
I hope whatever you decide to do, I hope the doctor and all of that works out well, and the brands you're building. I'm wishing you the best of luck with it, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
it doesn't mean
Yeah,
it's
have a great
gonna
rest of
work
your
out,
day,
but
man. Appreciate
yeah.
the time. Well, that was an interesting conversation. He's such
Yeah.
he's just such a seemingly nice guy. Whoops, wrong one. I don't know. Again, I'm not his dad. I wanted to understand. I still don't, but
I still
Abused
don't,
mods
yeah.
fund Sag.
No, my mods are not abused. Relax. Is there any other updates to this? I wonder. Nope, no updates. What are these comments? Most brainwashed mod I've ever seen. This isn't a humiliating fish anymore. I think he is into humiliation because he keeps denying it. Not my kick, not my problem. Based. At least he's not being physically abused. I mean, I would argue it's bad both ways, man. I've been like mentally abused, but like not to that degree, obviously. But I'm saying like people have lied to me. People have like told me like gaslighting me, like relationships. Yeah, abuse is abuse. I'm not, it's not that bad for me when it happened to me, but still, it's still bad, man. Never go full Dizzler. Yeah, don't go Dr. Dizzler. The more delusional it became. He's literally in her house doing multiple interviews trying to defuse the situation, make it seem like she's not toxic. It's basically a hostage at this point. That's another point, man. That's what I'm saying. Because someone brought up the point like, hey, maybe he shouldn't have done this on stream. He's trying to go public to try and like, mommy! Piss. Shit! Piss. Fuck. Fucking shit on calm. Piss myself. Fuck. Piss. Fuck. Piss.